I am now in beautiful downtown Fernandina. It's a little 2-mile island off the coast of Florida, just below the Georgia border. The island is called Amelia Island. The city is called Fernandina. My parents kind of grew up here, so I've still got a lot of family that live out here. This little city has got a lot of memories for me of childhood vacations. I think their biggest claim to fame is this right here, the Palace Saloon, which they claim to be the oldest saloon in continuous operation, even during Prohibition. And that was because the port was more of a smuggler's port, and they pretty much disregarded the different laws that they felt were unjust or unnecessary, and continued operation of the saloon even through that time. Now, just a few years ago, there was a fire in here, so much of the hundreds and hundreds of year old furniture was destroyed. The bar is no longer the original, but the building is still here. They're still serving alcohol. This little plaque mounted on the sidewalk on the curb next to the storm drain might seem a little odd. Let only rain down the storm drain, and it is permanently fixed there. It's quite permanent, and accompanied with a little pirate shrimp. Now, the reason why this is here is because at the end of May, or is it I think it's the first weekend of May, one of the largest shrimp festivals this side of the country is held right here in the little city of Fernandina. And this entire street gets covered in lots of vendors. Some of them are food vendors, and they wanted to make good and sure that these food vendors knew that it was illegal to allow their gray water to drain into the storm drain, as it might contaminate the groundwater out here in this little island. The good people of Fernandina definitely do not want that. But right here behind me, this parking lot is the back parking lot of their public library, and this was the site of one of my very first really big deal festivals that I ever worked, the start of my company, I guess you could say. It's called the Isle of Eight Flags Shrimp Festival, and right over there against that curb, for the first, I think, 4 years, I would set up there for 3.5 days straight in the hot sun, just working my little fingers off. Beginner Ashley, not very good at it, not making a whole lot of money, but I was sweating and working hard to try to get through the learning curve of being a professional caricature artist. That happened right here. And this year I'm already signed up, already got my name on the list. The part that I'm at is no longer in this parking lot. It just got too big and we got pushed out. We're now at a park down the street. I'm still making about the same amount of money. We've got more room to expand now. I like the move. But to give you guys a little for instance, my company that I've been doing, working, you know, from festival to festival, fair to fair, it's going on 4 years old now. But this will be year number 8 that I have worked this shrimp festival. Even when I was a construction worker, sometimes when this festival would come around, I would take vacation time and I would say, oh, I'm going down to see family in Florida. I would go down to Fernandina. I would work my fingers off, take a few days off to do a little offshore fishing, and then go back to work and continue working. And never told the guys in the Pipe Fitters Union that's what I was doing, because they don't like it when you take time off of work to go do another job and make more money. So they never knew. So that's what I was doing. I was taking vacation time to go make money as a caricaturist, until I eventually became a full-time caricaturist. Yeah, you guys should have known that I wasn't going to allow an episode to go by without finding something odd to eat on camera. And this episode is going to be shrimp and grits. So let's get on in there and order it up. And here it is. This creamy part underneath, this is the grits. And for those of you from way up north that don't know what grits are, just imagine cornmeal, but the grains are a lot larger, more coarse, and then boiled. It's normally considered a breakfast food. It's usually mixed with sausage, cheese, fried eggs, that kind of thing. But in the deep south, we like to make it a dinner food, add spices and shrimp to it. And this is shrimp and grits. Okay, now the taste test. Wow. There's a little bit of creamy cheesiness to the grits too. So if not traditional route, probably some cream cheese in there. Shrimp is done perfectly, deveined, just the way I like it. It's a very rare menu item to find. When I do find it though, it's usually pretty good. Going into Island Treasures now. It's a little thrift shop out here in Amelia Island that is not priced like a thrift shop. But I come in here on a regular basis anyway, because the spectacle of just walking in and the decor on the inside is worth the time. I ended up getting a few DVDs, and I had something happen. I found something, and it was really weird how I found it. Here, let me show it to you. While going through their DVDs, I found this one, Johnny Mnemonic, I believe, with Keanu Reeves. It's one of those early computer sci-fi cyberpunk movies, and last time I saw it, it was like edited for TV and with all the commercial breaks and whatnot, so I wanted to see it again. I pulled it out, heard something rattling around in it, opened it up, and look what I found. The Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. Now this, well, if it had its case, so I'm not sure exactly what disc-only price is, but normally when it has its case, it goes for about $12. And this one's a little scratched, so I am going to have to pay a few bucks to get it resurfaced. But that was just in there. Now, to my own credit, I didn't just stuff it back in there, close it up, and just go buy the DVD at $4. When I took it to the register, I actually showed her, I said, this was in there. I'd like to buy this too, but I just want to let you know it was in there. And so she was nice enough to just not actually add any charge. She sold it to me for $4. So that was a good deal there. And then I got Once Upon a Time in the Old West, said to be a classic, and she brought that price actually down to $5. And then, yeah, I know it's kind of weird to enjoy a terrible movie like this, but anything that's even got a slight flavor of steampunk, I'm gonna like and I'm gonna get. So. And then this is the only Rambo movie I haven't seen. Now I'm gonna get to see this. I am just now realizing that it is Monday, the day after Easter, and this entire Easter I did not eat a single chocolate egg or chocolate bunny. So that brings me out here to Walmart the day after Easter in hopes that they're going to be clearance binning some of these chocolate eggs and chocolate bunnies, because, hey, I want me some of that. Well, it would appear that I'm a little late on this idea. All they've got is these weird bead things. I feel like it takes you more time to open the package than to eat the candy. I am going to get this, though. Some white chocolate M&Ms. That's a no on the bubblegum eggs. Maybe some of these Starburst. And of course some Peeps. Shout out to my Peeps. Maybe I'll have better luck at the Winn-Dixie. Now that's a little more like it right there. Chocolate bunny. Chocolate over there. Oh yeah, milk chocolate. Oh, Tug milk chocolate eggs. Yeah, give me some of that. Oh, York mints. Yeah. Oh, look at that. M&M's with caramel. Hop to it. Oh, that's right. Easter bunny. Hop to it. Of course. Take that too. More chocolate bunnies. Yep. Oh, what we got here? It's the red one. Pink one. Oh, strawberries. Strawberries and cream. Coconuts. Now, don't think I'm gonna go just like pigging out on this stuff. It's clearance bin stuff. I bought a bunch at one time, and I'm gonna call it a stockpile. It's gonna take me a little while to work my way all the way through this. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave some comments. Leave some questions. Leave some suggestions. And I will see you guys in the next one.